Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we unpack the secrets hidden within corporate filings. And today, let's just say this company is really running out of time. We are diving deep into a very interesting Form 8K filing from byNordic Acquisition Corporation, otherwise known as byNo. This is your typical quarterly report though. It is a very specific kind of update, and the real news is all about deadlines. If you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, please make sure you are subscribed and join our Discord community linked in the description below. So, what is byNo and why should we care about their deadline discussions? byNo is a special kind of company called a Special Purpose Acquisition Company, or SPAC. Think of them as a publicly traded shell company created with the sole purpose of acquiring another private company. Investors essentially give their money to the SPAC, and the SPAC management team has a limited window of time to find a business to merge with. If they don't find a suitable company within that time frame, the investors usually get their money back. SPACs have been a popular way for companies to go public without the traditional IPO process, but they come with a ticking clock, and that ticking clock is exactly what this filing is all about. byNo's original deadline to complete a business combination was the 12th of August 2025, but as you can see from this report, they have been working to extend that. The stockholders had previously approved extending the time to complete their initial business combination up to August 2026. This particular filing is to inform us about a recent, more immediate extension. This filing is officially dated the 10th of October 2025, but it details an action taken on the 8th of October 2025. byNo put more money, specifically $17,470, into their trust account. This cash injection is what officially pushed their deadline back. Instead of having until the 12th of October 2025 to find a company to acquire, they now have until the 12th of November 2025. Essentially, they bought themselves another month, bringing their total available time to complete a deal closer to that August 2026 ultimate deadline. Now, $17,470 might not sound like a lot of money for a financial institution, but in the context of extending a SPAC's life, it is crucial because it signals the company is still actively pursuing a combination and is willing to spend to get more time. You'll see here in the filing that byNo has three main classes of securities: units, class of common stock, and redeemable warrants. The units are what people typically buy initially in a SPAC IPO. Each unit is made up of one share of common stock and half of a warrant. Warrants are like options, giving holders the right to buy more stock at a set price, in this case $11.5 per S-share. These are all traded on the OTC Pink Limited market, which is generally a less regulated marketplace compared to major exchanges. The company also checks the box indicating it is an emerging growth company. This typically means they are a newer company that can take advantage of certain regulatory exemptions, like having a longer period to comply with new accounting standards. This tells us they are likely still in a growth phase and perhaps not yet large enough to be fully burdened by all the reporting requirements of a more mature public company. Now, what is the real story here? byNo is burning through its time. They've already approved a potential extension up to August of next year, and now they've just bought themselves another month. This suggests they are having trouble finding a suitable business combination. SPACs are under a lot of pressure to find a target because if they don't, the money goes back to the investors. This extension is a sign they are still trying, but the clock is definitely ticking loud. The worry for investors is always that a SPAC might not find a good deal, or worse, might rush into a bad deal just to meet the deadline. The press release attached as Exhibit 99.1, dated the 10th of October, would have been the public announcement of this extension. Companies use these press releases to communicate important updates to their shareholders and the market. This is standard practice for any significant event, like extending a crucial deadline that affects the company's very existence. And like many filings, this one includes what are called forward-looking statements. These are basically statements about what the company expects to happen in the future. Phrases like believes, expects, and plans signal these statements. The company is required to include these, but they come with a big disclaimer. They are based on current expectations and a lot of things could change, meaning actual results might be very different. They also state they have no obligation to update these statements if things change. It is a legal way of saying we're making educated guesses, but don't hold us to them. This filing also includes interactive data files. This is a modern requirement that makes financial information easier to read and analyze by computers. So while we are manually breaking it down for you, these digital tags allow for more automated analysis of the company's financial disclosures. Finally, we see the signature of Thomas Fairfield, who is identified as the Chief Financial Officer. officer. This signature legally confirms that the information in this report is accurate to the best of his knowledge. It puts the responsibility on the company's leadership to ensure the filings are truthful. So, what is the verdict on byNO? They are a SPAC that is actively working to extend its deadline to find a business combination. The fact that they are spending money to buy more time shows they are still committed to the process. However, this also highlights the inherent risk in SPACs. If a suitable deal isn't found, the company may not survive. The limited market trading also suggests less liquidity for investors. It is a situation where patience is a virtue, but also a risk. The real question for investors is whether byNO will find a valuable partner before their extended deadline runs out. Alright, that is our breakdown of byN. O's latest filing. What is your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps. And subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.